All right. Hello, Speed Gaming, and welcome to the semi-final match of the Super Metroid Triple Bingo Tournament. Today we got Zeb316 in green facing off against ARealCutie in purple. I'm Glove, and I'm joined today by Apathy Duck. How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm really excited for this match. It's the number 2 seed versus the number 3 seed. Both of these runners are super accomplished. Zeb, easily one of the best rando runners. Real Cutie, easily one of the best Super Metroid runners in general. Uh, it's I think it's going to be a really good match.
Yeah, it's a real interesting matchup. Cutie, obviously, he's number 4 in any percent, so obviously one of the best runners out there, definitely with the execution advantage. I mean, he's going to have execution advantage on pretty much everyone in this tournament, including Azure, the number 1 seed, and even MGA, who was the other really top player. So Zeb is going to kind of need to outroute him. If they do the exact same things, Cutie's definitely has the advantage here, but outrouting doesn't necessarily mean just picking better rows or anything. It could even mean if you have a big collection tile, maybe he just picks up some better stuff, save some time there. These games are pretty short. Both these guys are capable of finishing in the mid or low 30s. So the shorter the category is, the less execution is gonna matter. So Zeb is only gonna need a minute or two advantage on some routing, which can disappear very quickly. So it should be a good one overall.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to take a look at this card. In the middle, we've got Criteria Power Bomb, which, I mean, there are worse things to have in the middle. Especially if you're doing a ship first route. That's not the hugest.
It's not bad at all. It's not your favorite thing, but it's not bad. Especially if it's in the Destroy One statue if you're going over there anyways. But it's with 125 missiles, so we can throw that one out. I mean, we could pretty much 125 missiles in the corner. The middle is the most powerful, and then the corners are the second most. Middle obviously goes with 4, corners go with 3. So if you throw out top left, bottom right, column 5, and row 5 right off the bat, you got a column 1 fully explored wreck ship is not fully explored wreck ship makes Fan-Tune first a lot worse. You can really make up a lot of the time with a Kraid first in wreck ship just from having the better movement options. Finishing grapple beam rooms. Yeah, that's kind of nasty. Column 1, it's you gotta do Dragon.
I don't like column 1.
Well, no, I was thinking you have to do Crockmire, then Dragon, then back to it. But you could just do. So actually, no, column 1's not terrible. I mean, I don't think this is a great card. Cutie's been getting just terrible cards. He showed me one, and he was like, "What would you do on this?" And I looked at it, and I'm like, "I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure the answer is to do 40 power bombs," and it was. So, yeah, he had one where it was 40 power bombs was the correct answer, and his other race was 100 missiles was the correct answer. It's like, what are these cards? So
yeah, I think the answer there is to shut off your console, sell it on eBay, and move to Alaska.
Yeah, I actually ran that card, and the route I did actually ran by 40 power bombs. I was like, I should have just done that because I was in the room with 40 different power bombs at some point. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, this card looks kind of gross. If I'm looking at this card, I'm probably saying, okay, I'm probably doing Dragon. I don't think I can necessarily skip it. So once I'm kind of committed to that, I look at I've got a Dragon on top left. I've got I thought I saw a space or some plasma beam here in plasma. So plasma beam. I mean, Azure had this race where you do plasma beam and finish in wreck ship energy take room. It's actually not bad. So column 2 is looking pretty good. We do have the criteria map station. Whenever I see this on card, I immediately look at those rows to see if I want to do it. Column 2 is looking okay. Row 3 is not great. You do have collect all the beams. If you're gonna do row 3, you're gonna do you can't do. Well, here's the thing: you can't really do row 3 and column 2 because row 3, what you want to do is a Meridia 2 Brinstar, and column 2 you want to go back to wreck ship. So you're really only picking one of those. So we'll see if they get your map early. You can always come back for it. So if you're gonna do destroy one statue.
Yeah, row 3 also locks you out of column 1, row 5, and bottom left, top right. Of those, I think bottom left, top right is the only one that is even kind of favorable.
Yeah, it's screw attack. Honestly, I'm thinking column 1, column 2, row 2. It's gross, but it's not terrible.
Yeah, I think that's fine enough.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, you can't do. I have 2 finishings.
Yeah. Okay.
I still think column 2, row 2. And and destroy one statue. Yeah, that's kind of like you don't want to just come back for destroy one statue. Yeah, Cutie is keeping up his gross card. Defeat Spore Spawn and about. Oh, we do have 2 Spore Spawns on here. So Spore Spawn and Bot Wound if you're doing Dragon already. Where's the other Spore Spawn? Yeah, so Road to Calm. You know, I said Cutie had a card where the correct answer was doing 100 missiles. Maybe the correct answer is doing 125 missiles. I learned my lesson in my first round not to do that, but oof. Cutie is definitely keeping up his track of bad cards. We do see Cutie going into criteria map, not collecting it. That counts it. So that is already. I'm betting Calm 2 for him. I mean, it could be Road 3. I like that a little less, but Calm 2 looks pretty good. I just don't necessarily have 2 to go with it. Meanwhile, Zeb does skip it. I will say that Zeb is probably one of the most creative routers. I was running a couple cards and he popped in my chat and like he just came up with some like wild stuff. And it's not like wild like bad, it was just like wild like I didn't even like think remotely anything like this, and that actually looks pretty good. So we'll see what he comes up with today.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think it's very fun to just like hop into Zeb's stream and like theory craft stuff, especially since then I don't actually have to run it.
Yeah, Zeb might also consider metagaming here a little bit, knowing, you know, Cutie's obviously very, very proficient Phantoon first runner. Maybe trying to avoid that and not go like head to head with him.
Yeah, I'm generally not very fond of metagaming. I think
it's hard to metagame.
Yeah, I think Zeb is potentially like at this point where we're in the literal semifinals of the tournament is kind of the first time I feel like, you know, our runners are of the caliber that they could entertain the idea of metagaming.
Yeah, I think metagaming
it's
a bit stronger in dab, especially when there's like one like deadly row. Like I know people said like, well, like this looks like the best, but if I do that, I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing, and then I have no chance. So and here with you have no idea what they're gonna do, whereas in dab you've obviously locked them into something. So yeah, like I said, I think MGA was probably the only like top tier runner you really could metagame because he's almost certainly doing crate first every single time, and we saw that in the last matchup and had some really good results doing crate first, basically making it seem just as fast as Phantoon first.
Yeah, I mean, like for Zeb to metagame by going crate first, that means that he has to, like, for that to make sense, he has to execute crate first well and have a crate first route that is faster than whatever Cutie would be doing.
Yeah, I think if there's any metagaming just at all, like just he's just got to be a little creative, I think, more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to think that even if you're in a situation where your opponent is so much better for you that under normal circumstances there's no way you could win it, then you just have to play to them making a mistake. And that's already not the case here. Zeb is more than capable of pulling out a win against Cutie. Like, I wouldn't be shocked by Game 3.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be shocked by that at all. But there is definitely different strengths, and I mean, Cutie's like, you know, I don't want to play this down. Cutie's definitely very smart triple bingo runner as well. We've been talking a lot over this tournament and like different things. I think if like anything, like he's probably just a slower router than like he won't necessarily see the like crazier things right away. Like I said, Zeb is going to be a little bit more creative, maybe find some off the wall stuff. So Zeb is going up. Cutie is definitely going up too with this early health management that he's been doing. That makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense on this card. I don't see a lot of like Phantoon first options. There's like a screw attack and stuff you can maybe do a crate into Ridley, but that's it feels unlikely. Yeah, I really want like I kind of want to put the Spore Spawn and Bot Wound in. The 60 Burn Star missiles is not great, but I'm still thinking something like Column 2. I mean, if you haven't done, if you're doing a Bryn revisit, you can do Spore Spawn later anyways for those 60 Burn Star missiles. The one thing you really need, you could just do Retro though to clean up your Bryn Star missiles, and then just make a little jaunt over to the Crate missiles. Oh, Zeb is getting these missiles. Did he get the reserve missiles? I don't think he did. This might just be he wants some extra missiles for Fantoon. I don't.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
70 plus missiles. Like those aren't the greatest missiles. Like you have to use a power bomb, which you don't want to do really here coming into wreck ship.
yeah. Whereas, like, meanwhile, reserve missiles are quite good.
Yeah,
If you're getting reserve,
yeah,
uh,
they're actually not that great if you're not getting reserve.
yeah.
Just being behind that door it depends on what you get. If you only need like 50, you don't need them. You don't need to use the door transition. There's plenty that you can just kind of grab. But if you need more like 100 or something, then they become quite attractive. But yeah, I don't. It's just weird that he picked up those alpha missiles. Like if you just wanted some for Cutie's gonna CWJ.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be hedging his bets. Like, coming back for brain reserve missiles is not that bad. Like, you're eating 2 door transitions and a little bit of room time. But like, if you orphan Red Tower, that's going to take some serious out of your way stuff.
Yeah, and here we can see Cutie doing what Cutie does, just flying through this wreck ship. Zeb's having if you're not running like new route every day, this bomb jump is very tricky. Is trying to set up for the CWJ. CWJ is like it's weird. Like people say like CWJ is hard, and I kind of joke it's not hard. You just have to push the button on the frame, which is kind of true. Like there's nothing involved with it. Like the high jump, the horizontal bomb jump, there's a lot of like precise movement involved in it, and like once you get good at it, it's more lenient. But like, I definitely would do this when I was newer running old route, where I just go for the CWJ because it's like I just have to hit the button, and eventually you'll get it, no matter what. Like eventually you will get it.
Yeah,
Zeb does get through. Cutie obviously here is fully exploring the wreck ship, so that's. It could be that column 1. I know we I feel like it's either column 1 or column 2 in general. You pick one of them, right? Do you want to do Plasma Beam, or do you want to go up, or do you want to do Dragon and come down? And again, I said I had this Nasus match. This was our choice, and I wish I had done the Crocomire thing. So if he's doing column 1, we could also maybe see a row 2 with column 1 is actually pretty good. If he's going back, he's gonna have to go back for Sportsman, but it's not bad. And then maybe
row 4.
Yeah, row 4. Yeah. So if he's doing a Bren loop, I like those. So row 1, column 1, row 4. I'm trying to execute my Cutie mind meld. I can always call Cutie's rows early, or I can't call anyone else's early.
I don't. Okay, if Cutie is doing column 1, then he performed the most baffling spooky missile skip.
Why? Oh, the 70 plus missiles. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I mean that missile was effectively an item fanfare for him to collect.
Yeah, which means he's doing row 4. So if he's not doing column 1, I just feel like if you're.
Oh wait, they got spooky?
No. They looked at spooky, but they didn't actually pick it up.
Yeah, that's okay.
Cutie for an excellent Fantoon first fight.
Yeah,
again,
they just got the tiles.
This is Cutie's bread and butter right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a very nice Doppler, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know Fantoon's definitely something like.
Oh, he could have had that. I think he just needs to throw the super and maybe just being a little unsure of himself. Yeah. The real question is, I guess Cutie just kept charging because he still hasn't marked. I didn't necessarily see that.
Yeah, I forget if it was Cutie or Zeb who went as far as like being in front of the egg before wall jumping back out.
Yeah. Now, we're skipping that. That's like when you're keeping 3 rows in your head, you kind of forget everything that's on there. So, I mean, 70's not that hard to get, so it's not the worst thing. But that could have just been
That's true.
Brain fart. But yeah, once you're fulling, like, it's not on this card, I don't think. But if you're doing full explore the wreck ship, the collect all wreck ship missiles becomes staggeringly easy. Basically, the only cost is you have to go a little bit further in worker robots. That's it.
Yeah, and it seems like Cutie is delaying high jump E-tank until later.
Yeah, I actually talked with him about this. It's like 6 or depending on how good or how aggressive you want to be, it's only like 6 to 12 seconds faster. And like you got a first try first try sponge bath it. There's a lot that goes into it. So we had this discussion where it's like we both agreed like we're just gonna get it afterwards. It never came up for me, but I'm almost positive that's what he's gonna do here. Zeb's also collecting this wreck ship super. This is probably just for super count. For 30 supers, you do. These are pretty good to get. The mistake I kept making was, if I'm doing like Meridia or something, I would just get these. Cutie going for the strat. This is actually my backup to his strat because he missed the deboost there. So nicely done. Yeah, he was trying that and I kept failing it, so I came up with the backup.
Nice.
That's my claim to fame right there. But yeah, it's a great strat if you have to go to attic on low, and it's just for the cost of 40 health, and it's really clean. Making sure he gets all the tiles. So yeah, meanwhile, Zeb... Oh, I was saying... So that criteria, I was actually saying column 1, row 1, and row 4. That would make this criteria map meaningless. I think... Yeah. Maybe he is doing column 2. Maybe he's going to do plasma beam backup and direct ship E-tank, and then instead of doing column 1, he's doing... Well, no, because the whole point of that was the grapple beam stuff comboed in really nicely, so I'm not sure. It could be the criteria map was a red herring. He had to switch. This is a harder card, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and I think both of these runners actually tend to be runners who end up like locking in their final choices pretty late into the run.
Yeah, Zeb is doing wreck ship E. Is this also fully explore wreck ship? I didn't see him go other. We'll know if he goes down here. Yeah, okay, he's doing full explore too. I'm just going to assume he did all the other stuff as well.
I know he did spooky. I don't think he's missed anything yet.
Now the interesting thing is, oh, you know what Cutie might be doing? If he is doing, this is going to be a big tell right here. If he doesn't get this energy tank right now, we can confirm he's doing column 2. Because he's going to come back for it. He doesn't have to do it right now, if he's doing column 2. That's actually really smart. Well, assuming he's going to do it. I just came up with it. I have no idea if he's going to do it. But I would not be surprised if he just leaves, which I will bet a shiny nickel on. He's just going to bail right here. He's not going back for the E-tank. Or he's going to forget he can do that and do it anyways. One of the two things. I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Yeah. What's the... I don't know.
5 cents.
Yeah, what's the actual time difference?
Oh, I called it.
Nice. On
so
doing
he's
that
doing
wreck ship E later.
What's the...
Well, like, what's the time difference? Because you are adding in a reverse forgotten highway.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he's doing column 2, the whole point of column 2 is you do plasma beam back up into direct ship E, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're already going direct ship E later, right? That's what I'm saying. He's doing column 2.
Yeah.
100% now. Or he's done something horribly wrong. One of the two. One of the two. We are seeing him come back out. We do have the criteria powerbomb in the missile, but that was also gross.
Yeah.
I mean, you have bottom left, top right, but you gotta dip for that screw attack, which is... I don't think that's worth on this card. I think there's enough other stuff you can do.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he is going for it, though. What's other possibility? Column 3, maybe? 9 E-tanks is pretty gross. If he is doing 9 E-tanks, oh no, you don't want to do real fast. Still have that 125 missiles. It keeps looking good, and I'm like, no, that's bad. Yeah, criteria powerbomb. It could be row 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I think bottom left, like, so if you're already doing row 1, then bottom left, top right is just Norfair map station criteria power bomb. Like if you're pairing it with row 1 and column 2.
Row 1 and column 2. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah. I can't see. Oh yeah, column 2 has the criteria. That's why it's not a red herring. Yeah, it's just that row 3 looks really tempting. It's just the 3 energy recharge state completely kills it, because you're finishing in wreck ship E. Obviously, you're not doing that. Like, that's just way too much backtracking. Meanwhile, Zeb, I have less of a good handle on. Already did the wreck ship E tank, so probably not doing column 2, because he would definitely realize that routing knowledge there. So we can pretty much say they're definitely doing different stuff. I just don't know what yet. It's really hard to tell, like, in wreck ship, because, like, wreck ship is just, like, your setup, no matter what you're doing, almost all the time. Yeah, Tracy, it's better for Crate first, but doing, you could do a Fantoon to Meridia, then finish in Brinstar, and it actually becomes kind of attractive there. It's not too much worse, honestly. Okay, so here's the statue. Top left, bottom right, except for the 25 missiles. Like, they keep...
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
this
it's row
statue.
4. It's definitely row 4.
Yeah.
Column 2, and then he needs one more.
Yeah, because, like, column 4 is... I don't want to collect that many missiles, and Cutie didn't, like... Or, no, well... I mean, Cutie could still collect 60 Bryn missiles.
Yeah, I think it's...
Well, if you're doing row 1, you would have to do that. So
it could be bottom
maybe
left,
not row
right,
1.
honestly, like, because that's all it is.
No, I think bottom left, top right is good.
Yeah,
I think screw attack is really not that bad.
yeah, it's really not. It's not too bad. It's actually significantly better. You think, like, oh, like screw attack and... Well, here's the missile recharge station. Okay, so it's column 3. If he's coming here, it's column 3. It's row 4. Or, no, sorry, row 3, column 2. Where is it? Column 3. Because you can't do column. You can't do row 1.
Interesting.
If you're gonna do row 1, you might as well do bottom left, top right, right? Like.
Yeah.
Because it's true attack either way, and it's 60 Brimstone, so it's got to be column 3. So it's 9 E-tanks. 9 E-tanks is going to be tough to get.
Yeah.
The only evidence I have that Zeb's not doing the same rows is that if he's finishing a wreck ship energy tank, I just have faith that Zeb would do the same thing Cutie's doing and finish it at the end. Unless it's just complete oversight. That's my only evidence that he's not doing the exact same rows.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see as we go along, I guess.
Yeah, because they really have doing... They really have done pretty much the exact same thing. The only difference is Zeb finished his full explored wreck ship, or Cutie's putting it off to the end. So yeah, it could be the same. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if it was just an oversight. Like I said, Zeb's a very, very smart runner, and I'm just assuming he would have seen that. So I'm just assuming it's not it. Yeah. I mean, I guess the difference between column 3 and bottom left, top right is it's 9 E-tanks versus screw attack. And honestly, I think you're probably right. Screw attack's probably better.
Yeah, like I think especially for
9 is a lot.
Especially for Fantoon first. I think like
yeah, you basically lose Waterway and you lose Kraid. 8 is kind of the limit. You are getting the free wreck ship energy tank. Obviously, you can come in there with 8, finish like that. You are getting Crocs because you're doing Croc and Grapple. So you do get a couple of the ones you don't want to do normally, anyways. So I think 9 is doable, but he's gonna have to get like everything. So yeah, maybe bottom left, top right would be. I mean, it could just be like Cutie's thinking like, okay, I'm doing Croc, I'm getting a free one there. I'm doing Wreck Ship Tank, getting a free one there, so it's not that bad. But there is just a lot of running around to get them. He's gonna have to go get Retro. Like, yeah, I think Screw Attack probably. It's not significantly worse, but I think Screw Attack is better. Okay, and then yeah, Zeb was debating on this destroy one statue, so now we can officially say they're not doing the same rows.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, Zeb's been picking up quite a few more missiles, so I think Zeb's definitely doing column 1.
Yeah, he has for the 77 E-tanks and Semifinals missiles.
Yeah, I mean, Lord knows he's not doing 125 plus.
Yeah, I mean this really is a rematch of me and Azure round 1 because we had pretty much this kind of routing, and there was the finish in Croc and Grapple versus the Wreck Ship Energy Tank finish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can certainly say Cutie's coming back from Meridia.
Yeah.
Or it's just impossible for him to not do that, which is also a possibility. Not getting... So, yeah, it makes sense to not get the other recharge here, because he's going to get speed, come back. Because we are looking at... Yeah, we're looking at row 3 for him, so that's all the beams and everything. So, yeah. Oh, no, sorry, not row 3.
Oh. Why?
Yeah, it's all the boots. So it's yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of all of like there's a lot of things that are similar. You have all the boots, all the beams. You also have Brinstar energy, Brinstar missiles. Like there's a lot of stuff that's very similar, and it's like it's messing with my mind. So yeah, this kind of stuff can really screw up your mind, especially if you change your rows a couple times. You're like, oh, I'm doing recharge. No, I'm doing missiles. No, and that's how you pick up the map.
Yeah.
Or forget to pick up the map rather.
I would be inclined to say that row 3 is like pretty ideal if you're already getting that 9+ E-tanks, but then it's a non-bow with skip charge beam.
Also, it's the it's really the 3 and Brinstar energy recharge stations. Because if you're pretty much doing one of these finish-ins, so you're gonna have to you're either doing Kraid first, right? And maybe this, you know, with that, because I do keep looking at that and looking at like is pretty good. Maybe Kraid first made sense here.
Yeah, but I mean, like Cutie's already gotten 2 of the 3 recharge stations, so.
But it's the third one. The third one's death. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
You're not 2/3 of the way there. You're halfway there, or a quarter of the way there. Honestly, like.
But presumably he's doing something with them.
He's doing the missile recharge, not the energy recharge.
No, right.
Yeah, see? That's what I said. Like, they're so similar. Like, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, like.
Yeah, when you have them on the same card.
Yeah, and it's not just that. Again, there's all the boots, all the beams, skip the beam.
Yeah.
So there's 2 finish-ins. This is a very confusing card. Like, you saw Zeb do the little dance move in front of the statue, which tells me he changed his routes at some point. That he was like, at some point he had that in, then he took it out, and then he was like, am I still doing this? And like, he had to check. So yeah. Like, I don't think this is like, there's a difference between a long card and a bad card. Or like, it's more like a confusing card. Like, I don't think this is that long of a card. I wouldn't be surprised if it was sub 40 here. Which for Cutie's cards is going to be lightning fast. Okay, so this is the Croc play. Nothing weird here. So what's Zeb doing? It looks like, is Zeb doing the 60 Brinstorm? Zeb might have a Screw Attack play lined up. Did he get the missile recharge station? Because I wouldn't be surprised at column 1, row 1. He did. So yeah, It's probably column. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So, column 1, I think row 1, and then bottom left, top right. I bet for Zeb. Right, and then he'll have plasma beam. No, he skipped charge beam. I was thinking that would make you get a plasma kill on Croc. That makes that fight as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, our trackers really do a lot to keep us, especially me, in line.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Cutie's 6th E-Tank. So we need 3 more, which are the 2 in Meridia and the wreck ship. So yep, there we go. Easy peasy. So that 9 was... I always have trouble like kind of estimating the E-Tanks.
Cutie, unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately not able to get that spike suit. I don't think it would do much for him in general here, but...
Hey, I mean, you would shine right here. Or,
yeah.
There are a couple meme uses for it. It's probably actually the... I think you would save it to do the Croc escape. Although Cutie's might be the best short charger in SM, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, he was practicing that short charge in specific, the Croc escape one right before this match. But yeah, I mean, conceptually I love in Bingo the concept of like getting a Croc spike suit and then using it to get to something you couldn't otherwise or whatever, but that's just too risky. It is basically never going to be the correct play.
He's one of the best ads. I know Hoda Ruby's obviously incredibly good at it, but yeah. I mean, anyone can do the Mother Brain short charge. I think is definitely up in top 10 at least. Okay, so we do have a Spore Spawn. So that means I was wrong with Zeb. That is going to be... That's got to be row 2, which he's done nothing of, but that's going to... Row 2 comes together so quickly. It's one of those sneaky ones that can be...
Yeah, I mean, he's not doing column 4. Presumably because of that recharge station tile.
Yeah, I mean, if you were
otherwise,
it'd be a great first.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the like that defeat Spore Spawn bot moon felt so tempting, but it was with the 3 Brinstar energy recharge stations and 125 missiles. So it's got to be road 2. I still think it's...
Yeah, road 2, I think column 1 for sure.
No, I think it's not column 1. I think it's row
really?
1. Yeah, I think it's row 1, bottom left, top right, and row 2.
So...
Then why do you get the super missiles? Maybe he made a change.
Yeah, there would have to be a change, because he also got
sorry,
a lot...
30 super missiles is in row 2. Yeah.
Well, I mean, why... That would put him at getting a lot of extraneous missiles.
He, like I said, he did make that little do-si-do in front of the statue. It could have been a change.
Yeah, that definitely seems possible.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, those look good at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Full Explorer's got to be column 2. Yeah, I mean, if you spent that much time fully exploring, it's probably not the best to switch at this point, but... Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, that is the second Bryn recharge for Cutie. He's looking on... At this point, he's just got to kill Dre. He just got to kill Dre, get both the E-Tanks, and then head up to Wreck Ship E-Tank. And
Did Zeb just refill... Did Zeb just do X-Ray to refill power bombs?
I think so, yeah. Which he's got...
Yeah, with this many power bombs, there's only one reason you would do that.
Oh. Is Spring Ball even on here? Like...
No.
Oh, no, he's going to... Right.
Yeah, Botswoon.
He's going straight to bot lane, so he's okay.
Which, yeah, is... I mean, not technically, but I think in practice
But then
is
why?
definitely the easier of the two Crystal Flash clips. Does it... Is he... Because this only really makes sense if he's skipping Norfair entirely.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely makes a lot of sense. I'm still not sure. So he's got to be doing column 2. Not doing row 4.
Is he doing column 2?
He's got to be. Or he didn't get Criterion Map. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, if he's doing...
Unless he just didn't realize he needed it. Like I said, I can get Cutie not nailed in really early. Everyone else, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Zeb has consistently been one of those runners where I have no clue what he's doing, and oh wait, he's 30 seconds away from finishing.
Yeah, like I said, Zeb's incredibly creative, and but I'm forgetting stuff about, like, Dragon Crystal Flash clip.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think, like, Zeb really showcases, like, I think Zeb is a good advertisement for bingo and what it can be.
Yeah, like, I mean, Cutie kind of looked, like, really ahead here, and then, like, all of a sudden, like, Zeb is kind of, like, quote-unquote ahead in the route, right? He's, like, further into Meridia. Now, granted, he doesn't have speed. He doesn't have, like, he's got a lot of stuff that could potentially slow him down here. He's got a damage down for this. Cutie actually missed momentarily. Had to go back for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be pretty slow. He's gonna take his suits off to get damage down quicker. The problem, like, this is such an all or nothing play. But against Cutie, he knows he's, like, I don't even think he's saved, but he just knows he's not gonna win if he has to reset and do it again.
Yeah. I mean, like, 3 tries is kind of lenient.
He only needs 1.
Yeah, I mean, like, the first Crystal Flash clip attempt is the easiest. I never get it second try. If I don't get it first try, it's third or fourth try.
Yeah, and he does have to be a little careful here, being at 30 and 9. Gets a pretty good pattern. Yeah, should be okay here. It's just so, like, even if you're good at this, like, it's pretty easy to have bot one give you a bad pattern with a couple because of a stupid hitbox. Zeb has no problems with it, though. It's very nicely done.
Yeah, the biggest thing is, like, you just don't panic. Just take it slow, and don't spray and pray, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Rec Shop energy tank room, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have, like, sponge bath and stuff, so he's gonna have to dip in for that as well. Sponge bath, spike room of death. He might have peaked sponge bath. I'm not 100%.
I don't think he did.
We'll be able to tell on the map when he gets back.
Yeah. Nice full halfie. Almost got the down back.
Yeah. Another problem with the CF clip is Zeb is pretty much forced to do this. So, like, he does skip a lot. He basically skips. Like you saw, he never even went to Norfair. And, like, that's very rare to never go to Norfair at all. Especially if you can't do the CF clip, you have to for either ice or speed. But it does, even though you skip a lot of routing, it does cost you a lot. Like, if you're just going in for ice, like, this stuff's so slow that, just getting ice it's pretty close, honestly, overall.
Yeah, I mean, even in a randomizer situation where you don't know where things are, CF clip can kind of bite you in that you're counting on your opponent not finding ice or speed, both of which significantly speed them up.
Yeah, and, like, he has literally nothing besides ammo to kill Dragon. Like, doesn't even have, even if you just had charge beam with just the pea shooter, you could do pseudo screws to do some damage. Like, seeing here, Cutie struggling a little bit with the fight, but does get through it relatively quick. Even with a quote-unquote bad fight from Cutie, he's probably going to have a faster fight here overall.
And last chance spike suit there. Doesn't need those drops. Yeah, I did love, Zeb obviously had to pause for, like, unequipping suit and whatnot, and his item screen is just gravity, morph ball, and bomb.
Yeah. He's pretty much ammo and that's it, so this is This is more like randomizer than triple bingo for Zeb, honestly, with these loadouts. But yeah, even with this ammo, with good ammo count, you can like he had to stop to farm, he had to do all this kind of stuff. So, you know, that speed boost, like you do think that speed boost is so far away, it pays you back a lot.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things like if I am doing a Crocomire for grapple, like grapple's one of the things that can kill Dragon quickly. So that is something I think about when I'm doing Dragon is like I want something to kill Dre, whether it's you know an ammo tile to get a bunch of ammo or grapple or speed or something.
Yeah. The other nice thing about grapple, especially in like a bingo setting specifically, where your execution isn't going to be at its peak, is like grapple kill is about as easy.
Spark? Oh, barely missed it.
But yeah, grapple kill is about as easy as Dragon can possibly get.
Yeah, I mean the quick kill's not that easy, but
yeah, I guess I've just practiced it a bunch.
Yeah, I'm actually bad at it when I have a suit because I'm so used to only practicing it suitless.
Yeah, just unequip gravity.
I've thought about it. I won't lie. Like, I'll just unequip gravity here. It's fine. That's a lot easier. So yeah, the plasma beam for Cutie. Like I said, yeah, Cutie's just gonna have to pop up into Wreck Ship. He's gonna get this finishing Wreck Ship energy tank tile. He's gonna get the 9+ E tanks right there, and he's gonna be and the full X4 Wreck Ship, which he left hanging. So that's gonna be all done and dusted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Zeb is doing the same thing, and Cutie's just straight up at like there's no fanciness, there's no trickery that Zeb could do at this point. Like not only is Cutie just ahead, Cutie's got better equipment too.
Yeah.
So unless Zeb does something, like you said, Zeb can be like, I wouldn't be that shocked. It's like, oh yeah, he's doing this and he's done. But I don't see it.
He's doing the Bryn energy recharge clip.
Yeah, he is not going to plasma. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
If like 8 of these tiles fills in for Zeb in the next 2 minutes or next minute he wins, like I apologize to Zeb. You were right, I was wrong. Yeah, Cutie's really close now. Yeah. I mean, Forgotten Highway's long, but
you know, traversing through the real worst room in the game. Thread the needle is just yeah. You know, a Cutie is only 1 tile away from top left, bottom right.
He's 1 tile away from a lot of stuff right now. Like
yeah,
that was the thing. Like you could see it on Cutie's card. Like there's so much that like. I mean, bottom left, top right, he could have done more from that. That was free, right? But like the screw attack, that's bad. 125 missiles for top left, bottom right. And it's like, oh no. Like there's just so much stuff that's close. I mean, even row 5, like Sports Mine would have been that by that, and just 125 missiles. Like he's like so close to like a quint, but like there was just 1 awful tile in each of those. And so I think he picked pretty good ones.
Yeah, I mean, if Cutie is able to remember this card in the post-game interview, which in a potential triple header is a Herculean feat, we're probably going to hear, like, you know, yeah, you know, I'm not really pleased with my rows. Like, I think there are better combinations I could have done, followed by, like, 5 minutes of explaining the optimal route.
Yeah, you can see here, just finishing this up. Yeah, it might have been, I think it might have been a little better if he maybe got Sponge Bath earlier. Maybe not. No, he just got Gravity, so it's an extra door transition either way, I suppose.
Yeah, I wonder if there is some, like, super funny thing you could do with, like, going through Sponge Bath, go through Srod, and then deboost backwards.
Honestly, if there's going to be a super funny thing to do, we're going to see it from Zeb, and he's either going to win by 5 minutes or, you know.
Yeah, you would see it from Zeb in race, and you would see it on Cutie's YouTube channel.
Cutie is done with a 4306.
GG. For this card, not a bad time at all.
No, like I said, he's been getting those mid. It's hilarious. Like like I said, he's just from pure execution. I think pretty inarguably the best execution runner, and like he's like since quals, he's like been sub 40, I think, once. It's definitely not his fault. He's got really rough cards.
Right, whereas like he's a runner who's more than capable of low 30s.
Yeah, I mean, give him the right card, he'll 29 it. Like, you know. But he is not. He's gotten the opposite of. That's why I was like, I was joking the last match. I wanted my fastest finish. I was like, I'm confident it's going to stay through this one, if only because Cutie's gotten such garbage cards. It's not going to let him. But yeah, yeah, really nicely done. Like I don't. The only other thing I could see, there might have been something with the, doing Croc into grapple beam, but I just don't think there was a third row with that. Because failing that, maybe a crate first and doing something with the energy recharge stations, because that did look kind of nice for some stuff. But it just, that third station was bad, and you had to do finish-ins, which made it impossible almost. I almost wonder, God, there might have been a crate Fantoon on this card, honestly. Maybe not. There's a lot of Dragon. That's the only thing. I think if maybe you could have done like a Kraid Fantoon finish in Bryn.
Yeah. I mean, to hear you say there's a potential great first route.
I mean, I definitely. There is a lot. Like when I do Kraid first, it's that. It's Kraid first, Kraid Fantoon finish in Bryn, which definitely does happen.
Yeah.
Especially if you can just do like Meridian Map or something. Even if you could do a fair amount of suitless. The thing that sucks about doing suitless in triple bingo, which if there was ever a rebalance is something I would want to look at, because like really the only suitless thing you ever want to do is Meridian Map, because like even Meridian Reserve, like that's almost impossible, like without space or anything. Yeah, like the problem is there's not enough like decent suitless things. Meridian Map's the only thing, and it's too easy. I wish there was some other stuff like, even just like, getting the Mama Turtle E-Tanker. I mean, you can do like 2 E-Tanks. It's pretty bad, but
yeah,
there's just, I don't know. There's not enough suitless in Triple Bingo. I think it's my big thing.
Agreed. There's not enough suitless in Super Metroid.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Zeb, yeah, he is coming for the speed booster. Like
this is, yeah.
I don't think the routing efficiency of that Crystal Flash is worth it to drop this.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
like, otherwise you would just see this in speedruns, right? Well, I guess there'd be a lot of extra power bombs you have to get, but like, there's a reason you always get speed and wave and stuff in the actual speed. They're fast, like they're fast to get.
Yeah. Yeah, like unfortunately, a lot of things need to go right in order for CF Clip to actually make sense.
Yeah, I think honestly, like again, like the thing is, like if you want to do what Zeb did and like do like a Fantoon and then just straight into Meridia, the thing is like Ice is so close. Is that it's not that much further. It doesn't really buy you too much over just skipping. I mean, it saves a bit. It's probably like 30 seconds at least, but it's not horrible. But and you saw the stuff Zeb had to do. He had to like damage down. He got to take his suits off. He had to like there was a lot of stuff that went in. There was a lot of time that you're giving back up just from running back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, like I love the suit, or like I love the CF Clip to death. I love pretty much every variant of it. I think it's a great trick. Unfortunately, I think it's in a similar category as like in Rando, like high jumpless lava dive, where even if you perfectly execute it, you're often losing a lot of time.
Yeah.
It's just very unfortunate that for some reason the movement items in this game make you go faster.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason
low is
minutes slower than 80%. So yeah, it does look like Zeb is doing this like finish and grapple room. I
mean that's all he.
It does make his route a lot cleaner. But honestly, like if he needs the speed booster anyways, I almost think just going to get speed booster coming back, because it just speeds up your North or Meridia so much. Like maybe in a purely optimal sense, like maybe skipping it is like 10 or 15 seconds faster, but good luck being optimal with that loadout. Like it's just so difficult.
Yeah.
Like I don't think people realize how far from optimal they are in a lot of situations. Like because if you look at speed, like the rooms are known down to like the frame, right? And that stuff really adds up. So when you're like making it up, you're like, oh, I felt pretty fast, and it's like versus what would be quote unquote optimal, it's probably like a minute slow. Like it adds up so quickly. There is that grapple beef, and I believe that is done for Zeb. Kept his rows hidden
Yeah.
from us to the very end. Column 1, column 3, row 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, would Zeb have made all the same decisions in a world where he's not facing Cutie, like if he's just, say, going for PB attempts or whatever.
Yeah, like I said, depends on how much metagaming was going on. If he's thinking like I need to do something off the wall to win here, because I think Cutie could have picked the best rows here. There's a world that these are the best rows. This is a
Yeah.
difficult card to get your mind completely around, but they're decent. I mean, he ended up with a 43. So that's yeah. I mean, it's a pretty slow card overall. I mean, there's two of the best, obviously, 2 and 3 seed, and we're in the mid 40s, high 40s for these two.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a slow card, definitely. So, but yeah, these are pretty decent rows, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he just like maybe the CF clip isn't the worst cuz like I guess otherwise
Yeah, it's not like I said. It's a lot of routing efficiency, but you're giving up speed booster for a large chunk of Meridian, which
yeah,
really
cuz
hurts.
it's like getting ice doesn't make it that much faster. Uh I'm not I'm not convinced ice pays for itself. And if you're getting speed, then you get speed, you go back up, do Meridia, come back down, go to Croc, and that's
Yeah, ice doesn't pay for itself, but it's probably only like a 20-second loss for a butt ton of security. But that obviously, I mean, in that world. Anyways, that is game 1. We will be back with you for game 2 shortly here. The runners might take a little bit of a break, but hopefully, with the next like 10 minutes, we'll get game 2 started. So stick around for that. We will all be back to see you shortly.